Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabi. With me, I have a 2023 Sportage EX. So we've done LX, we've done X-Line, X-Line Limited, EX Premium. Never have we ever had an EX in our showroom up until today. So this color is called Gravity Gray. It's a beautiful dark charcoal metallic paint. We have done a couple of videos of this paint color, but just we'll get a good look at it again. We'll start off with a full walk around, including the lights, and then we'll hop into the vehicle, show you cargo space and features, design, everything, the whole shebang, starting with the front of the grille, or the front grille. So I'm gonna have Charlotte pan over to the hood and the grille. You can see it's a nice piano black finish, so it's very, very shiny. There's a lot of shape and three-dimensional design in the grille, so it might be a little tough to clean, but it looks so aggressive, so stylish. It's very, very sharp on the Sportage. We've seen in all our other trim lines this very, very razor sharp headlight. You'll notice every light on this headlight unit is LED except for the projection lights. And then when we get into the back, everything is LED except the actual tail lights themselves. So markers on the side, full LEDs, LED fog lights too down there. On the side, we have 18-inch alloy wheels. They're machine finished. So we got some black in there, some kind of aluminum finish. It's very, very aggressive. On the side here, we have body color mirrors with your turn signal markers. And they're a nice, sleek design shape as well too. With the EX, you do have push to start, so you have these buttons on your driver and passenger door handles that if you press while holding the key or having the key in your pocket, it'll unlock the vehicle for you. We have flush roof rails going along the vehicle. A little bit of chrome accent down here ties in really nicely with the rest of the black accents, like the black roof rails. Chrome over here, dark gray paint, looks very nice. It's not too much going on. Actually, there is a lot going on, but it fuses well together. Looks very nice. And then those beautiful, beautiful rear tail lights. So they glow nice and red. I'm gonna hit the brakes and show you what they look like while being deployed. And then I'll also hit the hazard button as well too, so you can see your hazard lights. Okay, that's brakes. And now hazards. And then Charlotte will also come to the front of the vehicle to show you what they look like there. You can see, very sleek design. Now we're going to take a look at the trunk space, so I'll see you at the rear end. So now we're back at the back. I'm not going to say rear end anymore because you guys always like to make jokes in the comment of the Sportage. I have our turn signal wiper, not turn signal wiper, oh my goodness, our rear wiper hidden underneath the spoiler there. We'll open it up. It is hydraulic. It's not powered on this trim line. And we'll take a look at what's back here. And I'm not jumping in the trunk today because we're not dressed for that. But it's the same trunk space as all the other trim lines as the Sportage. Huge, huge, huge cargo space, or space back here. Those seats do fold down as well too with these levers over here. So you pull those, it'll fold in a 60-40 split. So depending on how many seats you need and how much cargo space you need, you can adjust as needed. Under here, we have our spare tire and the kit to replace it. And then this floorboard can be removed, or you can also drop it down a bit too. So you have a little bit extra height for your trunk. I'll close this up and we will take a look inside the vehicle now. So now we are in the driver's seat. I'm going to show you what's on the door, what's in the steering wheel, what's on the steering wheel, what's around the steering wheel, and what's on the seat, starting off with the door. So right over here, we got our door handle, which we have in all our vehicles, but I always like to point out on the Sportage, it's a really cool shape, and the design is it's refreshed. Down here, we have our mirror controls, so you can adjust your mirrors, driver and passenger side, your door unlock right underneath, and then your window controls. So for your driver and passenger window, they are express up and down. Your rear windows are just regular, and then you have your window lock as well too. Down here, we have our forbidden cup holder. It says no drinks, but I won't tell. And then down here, we also have a little bit more storage as well. Coming on over here, we have our trunk release at the very bottom. There's no gas cap release. This vehicle, you just push on the gas cap and it'll open as long as the vehicle is unlocked. So that's one thing to point out. Over here we have our brightness adjuster, so if this screen is too dim or too bright for you, you can change it. Traction control for cool drifts, and then your electronic parking brake right over here that you can just pull or push to trigger or release. Here we have our light controls, so you can have it on off, auto, projection, and daytime running lights. We also have our fog light control, so that's this little knob here. And then if I were to push this forward, we would turn on our high beam. So right now it's on auto. What that means is if it senses that we are on a very, very dark road, it'll turn on my high beams. But if a car comes up and it picks that up, it'll turn them off. Once we pass the vehicle, it'll put them back on once the coast is clear. To turn that off, you can just pull it back, or push it forwards. There we go, sorry. And then on our steering wheel, we have, first off, a very, very soft, nice steering wheel. It has a luxurious feel and it is heated. We have our talk button there that we can say call whoever, so call mom, call Charlotte, whoever you need to call. Mode is going to cycle between your different media modes, so whether you go through Sirius, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, it'll just cycle between everything. The volume is located on the left. If you push it down, it'll mute or unmute whatever you're listening to. Here we can cycle between songs if you're listening to Bluetooth, or channels if you're listening to radio. This is your phone button, so if you're getting an incoming call, that's going to be the way you answer your phone. And then this is an empty button, so you can set it to whatever you like. I personally set mine to decline a call, but you can set it to be your quick method to get straight to Bluetooth audio or privacy mode, whatever you need. Horn is in the middle. We're not going to demonstrate that feature. Here we have our menu option, so if I press this, it'll cycle between different menus in the dash. So you can see your drive info, like your trip, your compass. And the cool thing about this screen is if I had a route set in my navigation, which the EX has, this nice big nav screen, it would show my turn-by-turn right over there. And then our all-wheel drive, tire pressure, and back to lane keep assist. Here we have our smart cruise control, so that's to turn it on. This is to set your speed, pause, and restart everything. And this is to set your following distance from the vehicle ahead of you. This over here is your lane follow assist. So as you're driving, this vehicle will pick up the lane markers and kind of steer for you. It's super easy to turn on or off. You can see when I press that, I got an icon on my dash there. If I release it, it disappears. So if you don't like it, if you do like it, you can change it on the fly. Especially it's really nice if you have two different drivers. One of you guys loves it, the other one hates it. It's so easy to change. Now I'm going to have Charlotte come around and we are going to take a look at the passenger side. So now we are in the vehicle. Charlotte's joined me. We're going to take a look at what's in the center, what's on the passenger side, and then what's in the back. Starting off with this nice big screen here. So if you're looking at the EX trim, it's the entry level to the 12.25 inch screen with navigation, Sirius XM, HD radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything you need pretty much. This is what your main home screen is going to look like, and this isn't just a design, it's actually the map of wherever you are. So this is Brantford Kia, a humble little Brantford Kia, right beside our little street over there off of Linden Road. If you ever want to visit us, we're a real dealership. We're not Kia head office, which a lot of people think we are. No. And then I'll slide over to the right here, and you can see you have all your menus. So you can look at map and see the full map, or would be full if I close that. This will also turn dark at nighttime, which is my personal favorite. Then I go back to home. You can have your nav menu where you can put in an address, so you can save your home address, your work address, your best friend's address, your grandma's address, all of that. Phone projection, which is going to be like your Apple CarPlay, syncing anything to your car. Voice memo, you can save voice messages into your car. Little notes for your passengers, whatever it may be. Climate, you can actually adjust your climate through the screen. You can also do it down here as well too. We'll get into that in a second. So, cool way to adjust it. You turn on your AC, change the fan speeds. I'm going to turn it off because it's going to be a little noisy for us. But it's pretty cool how you can do it here. Another thing with this vehicle, it is very, very smart. So you can have it activate your recirculated air upon washer use. Recirculation mode plus, automatic dehumidify. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. So that's one thing that I thought was really cool for me, because sometimes I notice in the winter, my old vehicle, I'd be driving and it fogs up. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I need to turn on the heat or if I need to use the AC. The car just does it for you. You don't have to think. It's really, really nice. And then we'll go down here. There's valet mode, quiet mode, HD radio data, radio, media, and setup. Setup's gonna have all your nitty gritty stuff like changing the date and the time. Sometimes with daylight savings, it'll be off, and a lot of people come back to the dealership wondering how to fix it. That's how you fix it, right over there. And slide over again, you have Kia Connect, which is the app that you can control your vehicle with. This trim line is the entry level for Evo, I want to say Evo Intelligence, that's what it used to be called, Kia Connect on the Sportage. So this trim and all the ones above will have it. The X line and below will not. So I'll show you that on my phone in 1 second. This is what the app looks like. That's just my car. You get to name it, which I thought was pretty cool. It'll show you a photo of your car. You can start the engine, check your vehicle status, see what the mileage is on it. If there's any windows open, doors open, it'll let you know. I really like how when I leave my car, I usually leave it at the dealership unlocked. Don't break into my car. It'll tell me after 2 minutes if I left my doors unlocked, which is quite nice. And down here, we'll get back into this car. I'll show you, this is the climate control mixed with media screen. It's very controversial. I personally love it. So this is it in climate mode. You'll see your knobs are your AC or heat. We'll turn that off for a second. And it has dual climate control. So I can have my temperature set to whatever level I want and Charlotte can have hers. We can also sync it if that's what you want to do. This button over here is a little different than some of our other vehicles. That is our heated windshield. So this entire windshield has little tungsten burners that will actually melt snow and ice. It is remarkable in the winter. Also, if you remote start your vehicle or turn on your vehicle from the app Kia Connect, you can select that as well to turn on, which saves you a lot of time scraping snow and ice off your windshield. I'll cycle back here. You'll see you've got your map, your nav, all of that. Now you can still access all that through the main screen here, but that's just a quick way to get there. We'll come down here. This is your start button. So engine start, stop. Your gear shift, your all-wheel drive modes, and your drive modes. So terrain and drive. And I'll have Charlotte pan over here. When I have it in drive modes, you can cycle between normal, sport, and smart. See how it changes the dash theme. And then if I press it down like a button, I have snow, mud, and sand. Now this vehicle is already all-wheel drive at all times. If it senses a little bit of slippage, it'll give you more traction for the rear wheels. So the car is quite smart in that respect as well too, but if you are in sticky situations like snow, mud, or sand, you can adjust as needed manually there. Here we have our downhill assist, our auto hold, our auto stop and start, our parking sensors. If you don't like the beeping, you can press this and they won't beep anymore. I personally love it. Then your parking camera, so you can press that and just take a look at your camera. Eating in the car, sleeping in your car, just watch your camera. On the right side over here, we have our heated seats and our heated steering wheel. So 3 different levels of heated seat, 1 level for heated steering wheel, and then same thing for passenger, 3 levels. I have my phone on the wireless charger up here. You'll see you also have a USB. This is what you're going to use for your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. 12 volt on the left, and then a USB-C on the right. And that's typically a faster charge for your mobile phone. Now I'll have Charlotte pan over to the right of the vehicle, and we'll get a look at the styling before we hop into the back seats. And then before we hop into the very backs of the seats, I want to take a look up right above us. And I say, we won't get that much of a view from here because this sunroof is huge. It literally extends to the very, very back seat of the rear. So it takes a while for this to open, like the power cover takes a while to open and close. I'll show you. So I could go on, I could talk for a bit. It'll take a while before this actually reaches. There we go. The good thing, it is powered, because imagine reaching all the way back there. One thing about this sunroof is, first of all, it's huge. Second of all, it is so, so nice, and it really changes the atmosphere of the vehicle. I love a sunroof. I've always had a sunroof in my car. It's really nice open, even closed, just having the glass to look out of. It changes a lot of the vehicle. It feels much more open. Now we'll hop in the back and show you the rear seats. All right, so now we are in the back of the Sportage. I'm going to talk a little bit about, obviously, rear leg room and then what we have back here. So starting off with leg room, I'm just going to sit comfortably. I'm 5'3", 5'4", but I wore heels today to really extend myself. This is how I typically sit as a driver. I haven't adjusted the seat, and I have a lot of legroom. The vehicle is quite long, and one thing I really love about the floor here is that it's obviously not completely flat. It's not an EV, but it's not too elevated for the center passenger, so you don't feel like you're hunched over with the little lump over there, or the hump. Another thing I really like about the back seats here is that this is full leather, so you don't have a mesh net. It's really nice because if you're keeping, I don't know, maybe a small laptop or an iPad there as you go into a store, you can't see what's in your pocket, right? Another thing that's quite cool is this handle here. So this is used to hang, you can use bags, you can hang jackets, whatever you need. It's multifunctional and it is quite cool. And then down here we have a smaller hook that's more so for a small bag or whatever you need, really. You could also use it with the charger here as well too. So you could have the cord here and then kind of tie it up in there. So that's another option. You have your rear vents over here that you can change the direction that the wind is blowing. The wind, oh my gosh, the climate control is blowing. And then down here you do have a storage pocket that could also work with the chargers here to put your phone in there as they charge. Sitting down, I will also pull this. So this functions as a center seat or an armrest and cup holder. You can adjust the height to what you'd like, and these seats do recline as well too. So I'll have Charlotte show where the handle is, and then I'm just gonna demonstrate folding the seat back. One thing about these seats are they are quite strong, so be ready to give it some force to recline it, and you can recline it quite far. So I can go up till here, and it is pretty comfy. You can have your head rested over here and take a little snooze as you look at the beautiful sky that the EX has to offer. So that concludes our video on the 23 Sportage. Do let us know if you have any comments, questions, whatever it may be. We're happy to help you out. And like I said in all our videos, we are a real dealership with real salespeople. I am a salesperson, not a car reviewer. This is new for me. If there's anything we can show you, please let us know, but keep in mind inventory is a bit limited. This one is a sold unit, and I didn't mention the price in the beginning, so I'll point it out now. It's $35,595 plus taxes and fees. Our dealership does not charge packages or adds dealer markups, dealer adjustments. And no, we can't sell to the US either. I'm sorry about how it's going over there. We wish we could help you out. But yeah, let us know, like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications when we post.